Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from English with Jennifer. If you'd like to take your studies beyond my weekly videos, please check out Patreon memberships. Find out just how much more I'm able to guide you to your language goals. Right now, let me test your vocabulary. How many shades of green can you name? I think many children learn the different shades when they color with crayons or pencils. The names of the different colors are usually written on the sides.
Let's start with green, true green, pure green. Some say Kelly green, which has Irish roots. Next is dark green. I might say forest green or emerald green. Then light green or pale green. I would call this one mint green. The label on this next one says blue-green. I might say turquoise. That contrasts with aquamarine, which has a bit more green to it. Then we have a shade that's mostly yellow with a touch of green. Green yellow, greenish yellow. And this one is green with a touch of brown or a tinge of brown. I'd call it olive. In fact, the last three shades are all olive green. I'd say light olive, olive green, and dark olive.
In short, there are many shades of green. In honor of St. Patrick's Day on March 17th, let's consider the meanings and uses of the word green. Are you a healthy eater? I try to be. I don't eat a salad every day, but I do eat vegetables every day. Health experts say we should eat greens, a lot of greens, leafy greens or salad greens. I think these greens don't taste all that great on their own, but if you add some tomatoes, onions, maybe some carrots, and then pour some salad dressing on top, then you have a nice dish. Notice in this sense, greens is a plural noun. Check out this next example. The new hire is energetic and articulate, but still rather green. Good thing he's a quick learner. Here, is green a noun or an adjective? An adjective. And what is it synonymous with? What does it mean? Irresponsible, inattentive, or inexperienced? C, inexperienced. If someone is green, they lack experience or training, but we usually soften it and say that someone is rather green or still a little green. Let me show you another use of green as an adjective. Check out these news headlines. Africa urged to embrace wind power to create jobs and go green. Meaning, Africa is being urged to embrace wind power in order to create jobs and go green. Kingston Construction Company providing green jobs for community. Meaning the Kingston Company is providing green jobs for the community. By the way, you can check out my lesson on news headlines if you'd like me to help you make sense of the grammar you read in the news. Now look closely at the headlines. What does green refer to? Farming, the environment, or healthcare? B, the environment. Specifically, things that are environmentally friendly. Going green refers to changing one's practices in order to reduce waste and use clean energy, sustainable energy. Green jobs are those that help build the infrastructure for clean energy. There can also be green practices, green methods, and green policies, all meant to protect the environment. For some reason, green is associated with envy. Maybe it's because envy and jealousy are unhealthy feelings. And if you're truly sick, you can appear a little green, right? We have the saying, be green with envy. To tell you the truth, I don't use it that much, so I think it's more important to understand it than to use it actively. The expression may appear in advertising. For example, lose weight, look fabulous, make them turn green with envy. Of course, why should making people envious be your goal? But such an ad is possible. You'll hear the variations, be green with envy, turn green with envy, make someone green with envy. Do you know a proverb about green grass? It also has to do with being envious and not being happy with what you have. They say the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. It's so well known that we often just say the beginning of this proverb. You know what they say, the grass is always greener. I think it's a very common but awful temptation to compare what we have to what others have. I've heard it called the grass is always greener phenomenon, or the grass is always greener syndrome. It's very human to make comparisons, and sometimes we feel like what we have just isn't as good as what we see on the other side of the fence. It could be someone's resume, someone's family life, someone's Facebook page, or any other area of life where we get judged. Sometimes, though, life is kind to us and we become the object of envy. If you get a promotion, if you move to a nicer apartment, if you change companies for a better salary, you're moving on to greener pastures. Just like horses and cows look for pastures with green grass, we humans look for better opportunities. You can look for greener pastures, find greener pastures, move on to greener pastures. Let's do a quick check. Can you recall key words and expressions? 1. A city promises to use clean energy in the future. What do they promise? To go green. 2. What's another name for a bluish-green color or a greenish-blue color? Aquamarine. 3. Finish the proverb. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. 4. What kinds of vegetables exactly are we supposed to eat? Greens, leafy greens or salad greens. 5. What's another way to say light green? Pale green. 6. If you just improved your life in some way, where did you move? You moved on to greener pastures. 7. What work helps create cities that are environmentally friendly? Green jobs. 8. If someone lacks experience, especially because of their youth, how can we describe them? Politely. We can say they're a little green. They're still rather green. 9. How can we express that someone felt envious? When Kyle found out that Mike got the promotion, Kyle turned green with envy. And 10. What shade of green is a bit yellow with a touch of brown? Think of the green or black fruit that grows on a tree. Olive green. We'll end here. Please like and share the video if you found the lesson useful. As always, thanks for watching and happy studies. And to all celebrating, happy St. Patrick's Day. Hey everyone, if you want to learn more conversational expressions and work them into your daily communication, then download the Emojam app and get the Jennifer Yesel audio gifts. These are custom audio gifts I've created for you. Try one for free. There are bonus gifts for members of my YouTube channel. Check them out.
Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Why not join me on Patreon? And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.